I feel like I'm like a trendy dad. I forgot my shirt today, so I can't do a tie or anything.
And I really like my hair today. I've gone a bit of effort into that. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
You're right.
Yeah.
We're back again pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because I'd quite like to do this more. I enjoy this. I think it's a nice, quick, fun hello to you guys and a current glimpse into the world of current affairs and motorcycle news.
And an excuse to get dressed up.
Yes, although I feel really bad that I don't have my shirt.
I feel bad as well.
I could make one out of like cardboard or something. There's some blue roll over there.
All you need in life, and I've learnt this recently, all you need in life is gaffer tape, cable ties, and blue roll.
Should I try and make a collar quickly out of gaffer tape?
No. Anyway, welcome to the news.
WD40 this chair.
Hang on, mate. Where is it? Oh. Where's my bottle gone?
It's over there.
Try some silicon shine.
Speaking of WD40.
Yes, let's get straight into that.
So there's only like 3 or 4 days left to purchase and do the competition, and it is an amazing competition. And I think there hasn't been like thousands and thousands of responses. So you're quite there's the what's the
ratio, the
odds,
win ratio, the odds. Yes,
the odds are pretty good. So and it's paddock passes for the full GP Silverstone weekend, glamping, the whole lot, the whole shebang, and lunch at the Pramac hospitality. So with me, which is definitely worth paying for. Would you pay for that? Enter to win some time with me. Like
I probably wouldn't, no. But there's hundreds of thousands of people that would.
I wouldn't either, to be fair.
No.
But anyway, so there was a bit of confusion about what to actually buy. We'll put a link in the description, and it doesn't come on a box with us, so don't worry about it. Basically, just get a can of WD40 specialist stuff, use it, take a picture of it, and then hashtag it with WD40 Ride Ready, I think. And that's it. Tag WD40 and then you'll be entered. Simple as that. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say you could use your mate's can after you've bought it and then just use his and then take a picture on your channel, because that would lower sales.
WD40 Ride Ready. Yeah. And that's pretty cool. I think that's brilliant.
That is very good. Yeah. It's only got one like it.
Okay. There we go.
That's going to make his day. So, honestly, it's well worth it. It's going to be a great weekend.
So, this new feature we've called What Have You Been Up To?
What have you been up to?
Chris, what have you been up to? And Chris, what are you going to be up to?
Croissant.
I
have been up to, I feel like I've done quite a lot, actually. Probably one of the most exciting bits was the Ducati Track Day at Silverstone.
Yes, pissing off people in the fast group on a bike that's not meant to be in the fast group of a track day.
Yeah, so this was the adventure bike of the Pikes Peak V4, the Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak.
Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak, yeah.
And that thing is wild. It's wild. But it was a brilliant day, and I spent all day on it, and everyone hated me. It's brilliant. I'll put some pictures up now, actually, because it was. I won't give away the video, but it's definitely still an adventure bike. Like it's not designed when you're in the company of 200 horsepower Panigales, you suddenly realise, oh, okay, it's not quite the same. But in the corners and the twisty stuff, and again, Silverstone probably wasn't the best place to test that bike because it's on the gas, like squatting down
on the side of the tyre.
Side of the tyre, but it was amazing. And what's the word? It was a very memorable experience. And the video is pretty bloody good, so that'll be coming out probably in a week or so. And
what are you going to do there? I've got a few exciting things coming up. What have you got?
And then should we do you first? Let's do a bit of back and forth. So what have you been up to?
Thanks for asking, Chris. Obviously, I went to Snetterton last week to help Boothie. Dropped the bike off to him, gave him the bike, gave him the spare bits and whatever else. And I mean, what a fucking legend. I mean, he plays it down so much. Yeah. He plays it down so much. He's the most humble and open bloke I know.
And he never complains.
He never complains.
He's like the opposite of me.
Yeah. Yin and yang, which is why the relationship works so well.
Wing and wang.
He never, ever complains, but he also just gets on with it, and he plays it down so much. This comeback, less than 11 months after leaving hospital, he's back on the grid at a BSB support class. And
Without a leg.
Without a leg, yeah. And let's just put that into perspective. He gets his bottom half of his leg cut off, and he's back out there riding. And look, this, a lot of people who know about the Cup, the BMW F900R Cup, will realise, sure, there's a couple of stragglers at the back, but it's a BSB support class because it should be. There's lots of good riders in there, lots of established riders, Cooper, Rutter, etc. And then all these nippers coming up, they don't give a shit if they go on Monday morning. And for Boovy to be out there and be relatively competitive is just mind-blowing. The guy is a legend. But yeah, other than that...
You went to Glastonbury?
I went to Glastonbury, yeah. Rather different this year because I had the kids with me in tow, which was...
Do they like MDMA?
No.
No.
I didn't give them the choice.
No. You just forced it.
Yeah. Have this paracetamol. I haven't got a headache. You want to have some of this? Yeah, it was very different, but it was still very enjoyable. And what have we got coming up, Chrissy?
Well, I'm just packing the bike. In the distance there, we can see something which looks so delicious, doesn't it? Which is the Yamaha R1. This is the road bike to race bike series we've been doing, and it's been quite a hectic schedule of parts fitting, mainly because I've been trying to do it myself with like mallets and WD-40 basically.
Monopoly money.
Yes. So we're going. Well, I'm going off to Mugello for a shakedown. So this is the suspension round, I think we're going to call it.
Yes.
Setup.
Yeah.
So we got some blingy bits on it, and where better to go than one of the best circuits in the world?
Arabiata the shit out of it.
Arabiata the shit out of it. Yeah. So that's going to be fun. Even though I'll be driving in a van, but still, it's all good.
Every cloud.
I quite like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through Switzerland though. I'll go the long way.
By the time, go on, sorry. Go on.
I was going to say anything else. Anything else?
By the time you've watched this, I've got to go and pick the bike up from Boothie's dad in Hull. So I'm going to stop by at Suzuki Live on Saturday. So just to go and see if I can ride some bikes, and then on the way back down. I'm going to go to Goodwood on Sunday to ride the Langen 2-stroke, which I'm very, very excited about, and a BMW M1000R up the hill. Weather doesn't look too good, so I hope they got some wetties.
Oh, and the other thing.
Go on.
This is kind of big news.
Yeah.
Budget Bike Battle 7.
Oh, should we not? There's some member questions that we're going to get to in a minute.
Okay.
Let's not ruin that because.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Little teaser there for you.
Up to your nuts in guts. So what's next on the agenda?
Well, Chris, something you pointed out to me actually. Suzuki are still doing £500 off the GSX-R 125 and GSX-S 125.
So speaking of the GSX-R 125 range, which is not only a bargain series, a bargain bike. If you remember the race series we did the last couple of years. Which was the axe murdering
kamikaze free
two-wheeled death race of the Free Tech, where our actual bike won the championship, and then a couple of podiums throughout the year. Yeah. That bike is actually for sale now.
It is,
with all the shit on it. So if you want to go racing, drop a little comment to hello at
44teeth.com.
Hello at 44teeth.com. If you're interested, serious, don't just be like, oh, I've got £5. It's going to be like around
3-4 grand.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah. But it's a race ready. I mean, it's not pretty.
Ready to go.
It's not pretty, but it's ready to go, and it's safe, and it's a proven bike. So
yeah. So if you're a fatty and you want to go racing a 125, that's your bike. So another little low-capacity dibble into urban lifestyle.
Urban chafe rash.
is BMW have just released now the CEO2, which is their little funky surf, urban, latte drinking, skateboarding
It's
experience of life on the EV scooter.
Yeah, it's like an electric Grom with sort of that's been spunked on by a scrambler.
Yeah, spunked on by a middle-aged marketing manager who thinks he's young.
I'll read out some stats. 15 brake horsepower, the equivalent.
Wow.
The equivalent. Torque, 55 newton meters of torque. That's serious.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah. 2 riding modes as standard: flow and surf.
That's my favourite bit about the whole press release: flow and surf.
I mean, along with the optional flash driving mode.
Do people actually fall for that? Like, do kids go, "Oh, I'm going to go in surf mode"? Because it ain't going to be cheap, is it? So it's not like it's a. I was about to say a kiddie fiddler. It's not like it's a little, a cheap thing. I think it's about 10 grand.
Well, it has got a 3.5-inch micro TFT, a bit like mine. It has got.
Does that stink as well?
Yeah. It's got a USB-C charging port and smart connectivity solutions.
I don't think it's 10 grand. I don't know what
it's going to be more than that. Oh no, sorry, it is. No, sorry, it's 8,450.
8,450.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap, actually, for what it is. Available in reverse assist. It's available in 2 versions: the 11 kilowatt CEO2 and the 4 kilowatt CEO2 AM.
But when you look at Yamaha's little electric dual battery job, that's like 3.5 grand.
Yes.
So it's pretty
pricey. But it's BMW, isn't it? So they can command the dollar because some people will buy it.
Yeah. Das ist gut. Bike news is sort of
we're in the middle of the summer. I mean, it's pretty scarce, pretty scant.
So let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to fucked roads, Chris. Okay. I mean, there's been a lot since our video with White Dalton. The feedback has been amazing. Lots of people got in contact with Gav and the guys at White Dalton. But we've also had a lot of feedback from you guys and lots of pictures and, what the hell. It is shocking. I mean, this is nothing new, but when a media outlet, such a fine media outlet such as ours, mentions something, then it tends to kind of lubricate
the wheels of change.
Yes. We've had a few emails. One is from Nick B. I'm just going to get this email from Nick B, and he's from Biker Glory. Probably heard of Biker Glory. He's encouraging you guys to get in contact, and basically he wants to name and shame. He's kind of, it's basically like vigilante, I guess. Enough of the shit, because there's so. Oh, sorry, I thought you were pointing at me. There's so much shit. Where is it?
While you're looking for that, it reminds me. Do you remember that guy who drew cock and balls?
Wanksy
around all the potholes because it was deemed offensive, so then they had to come really quickly and fix the pothole. I mean, we wouldn't suggest you guys go out and do that. Really effective way of getting a pothole fixed quickly. Yeah. But he did draw a cock and balls over the dark, intrepid hole.
So Nick B from Biker Glory says basically he lives in West Dorset and there's some shit roads. He wants to encourage people to send him footage, stills of the really dangerous stuff they encounter with the aim of naming and shaming. Cut long story short, if you want to email nick@bikerglory.com, it's basically stuff that we'd like to do but haven't got the time. So Nick's basically taking it one step further. However, we just seen Gav, haven't we, from White Dalton?
We have,
which we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Now, Gav has just sent me, he's our eyes on the ground in terms of legal and law. He just sent me this, a press release from the government regarding pothole budget. Now, whether or not this is anything to do with the video, I doubt it.
It is. Let's just say
it is.
Let's just draw the correlation.
Yes.
Causation.
Let's draw the line. Allocation. So this is fresh off the dub plate news press. Budget 2023 has announced 200 million for highways maintenance for the financial year to repair potholes, essentially. Which is great, isn't it?
Repair potholes, not prepare them.
Did I say prepare?
You did say prepare.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Awful.
Repair. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
It
doesn't sound enough, though.
No, it doesn't.
200 million is nothing. That's like how many bribes they take in a week.
I mean, Blackpool was getting 266 grand. That's probably enough to put a set of traffic lights.
I don't even think it's that.
And like
a sleeping policeman.
No. So set of temporary lights and get 5 blokes who pretend to work Put some
who most of them sit on in the traffic van on
eating.
Facebook.
Yeah, 266 grand for a couple of days. That's gone. The players amongst us, Devon has, what was it?
9 milli.
Is it 9 milli? Yeah, Devon has 9 milli. Norfolk has 6.5 milli. So anyway, positive news.
Yeah. Who actually sees that money? Well, let's face it, it's all contractors, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
So a lot of that goes into the pockets of various people.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't comment on that because we don't really know.
No.
However, I will just, on that Gav topic.
Yeah.
Last news, I broke the news that I got a parking ticket at Cheveley Services. I wasn't very happy about it, so I called up the big dogs at White Dalton.
And he didn't answer.
He didn't answer live, no, but we have caught up with him, and this is what he had to say when I said, "What do I do, Gav? Help, help."
Right, Chris, thanks for the question. The answer is to be found in an act called the Protection of Freedom Act. Okay? In plain English, if you are on private land, it is the driver, or the rider in your case, of the machine that is liable to pay the ticket. However, this act, this Protection of Freedom Act, changes the position slightly, which means they can go after the registered keeper of the bike. Okay, that's quite important because if you think about it, if someone asks you for your name and address to issue a ticket, there's no need to give them that at the roadside. The only person who can ask for that is a police officer in uniform. So what companies are now doing is following the law under Schedule 4 of that Act to make the registered keeper liable for the ticket. Okay, so my advice to you is gather all the evidence they've sent you, all the letters, all the notices. I'll have a look at it for you to work out whether they've followed the procedure. If they haven't, you've likely got a defence, but I'll tell you what that is once I've seen the paperwork. The absolute worst case scenario is they've got you banged to right. So if they follow the procedure to the letter of the law, then it might be just pay up. But truthfully, we can't answer that just yet because we've got to see all the paperwork in that case.
So that was Gav. So thanks, Gav.
Thanks, Gav.
So next step is he's going to look through the legal shenanigans, and it's nice to know someone's got my back. Look, I get it. It's £100. I could just pay it and move on, but it's the principle of the thing. We were stood right there having a conversation, and this unmarked male, just started taking pictures of my bike. It's like, you could have just said...
Unmarked male.
He could have just said, "Oh, mate, sorry, you can't park here." Like, okay. Oh, the fatties who want to go into Greg's can't walk round it. Honestly.
Continuing the theme of inane news, thought we'd talk about a press release that I received the other day. This is brilliant. I mean, who wants to know about how much F1 wags earn on Instagram? I bet you do, Chris.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So, the top 10... this is from, let me just get this far.
Shakira.
Shakira is the top earning.
She's not an F1 wag.
She is. Lewis Hamilton.
I thought Shakira.
Yeah, she's with Lewis.
Is she?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Shakira.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Shakira.
Those fucking hips don't lie.
She earns £182,000 per Instagram post.
Okay, but she's not really an F1 wag. She's Shakira.
Okay.
I class her as more impressive than Lewis Hamilton.
Well, let's get down to business because second place, guess how much second place earns?
I don't know. 100,000?
Jog on, Chris. 3,100. So that just proves your point. The gap. Shakira isn't just an F1 wag.
No.
Shakira is Shakira.
Yeah.
Whereas Margarita Corsero, Lando Norris's slice, earns just three.
What slice of apple pie?
£3,000. Kelly Piquet, Max Verstappen's girlfriend. I'm guessing that's Nelson's daughter, is it? Kelly Piquet.
Nelson Verstappen.
Nelson Piquet.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, I know who Nelson Piquet. Yeah.
Kelly Piquet. I'm guessing that's his daughter.
Maybe.
Grew up in the paddock together, perhaps.
Yeah.
And the others, I don't know any of them. Fernando Alonso's lady is fourth. Alex Albon, Lily Mooney, he is fifth.
But first of all, How do they know this information?
Well, it doesn't matter, Chris. You're just spoiling a good press release for the sake of entertainment.
Okay, but then
And I think
it's very tabloid. I mean, we are a classy outlet here.
Yeah.
So I'd also like to know how they earn any money from Instagram. Just paid. Hey, can you advertise
Reels.
my
Reels as well. And ads.
new coral reef sponge I've just invented?
Yeah.
Do you think it's easier for women to earn money on Instagram posts than men?
Yes.
Yeah, I do as well.
We can't say that.
Why not?
I don't know. It's probably sexist.
Probably. Well, we're middle-aged white men, so we're fucked.
So next up, I thought, should we go for some member questions, Chris?
We can go for some massive member
monologues. Yes.
Massive member monologues.
So yesterday, if you don't know, you can join 44 Teeth member, the crew, the gang. And they give us some money every month and get a little bit back.
We put the Dino video up.
We did.
Last
You
night.
get lots of early releases, a little bit of exclusive content, and obviously you get to see the full uncut version of Budget Bike Battles.
And more importantly, you get to actually help us.
Yeah, exactly.
Because without that,
yeah,
we'd be pretty screwed.
Yeah, I mean, without members and without, let's be honest, Budget Bike Battle. So again, massive thank you to everyone who bought tickets for that as well.
Yeah.
Which we'll get onto later. Without that, we probably wouldn't be here. So thank you guys, thank you members. Yes, thank you. Right, lots of questions about Budget Bike Battle.
Yes.
Lots of questions. I won't single out anyone because they're probably about 25% of them are about Budget Bike Battle.
Well, it's the best, isn't it?
Yes. So we'll go as far as to say we have the bikes, we have the route, and we are leaving in September. Now, we will get round to cinema dates and everything else, and we will get. What are we going to do? Are we going to film it first, or are we going to put little bits out first?
I don't know that, but,
No.
but in terms of what these guys want to know, which is very soon we're going to release the bookings for
Yes.
the cinema trip.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try and do 10 venues this time. Last time we did 5. And so that allows us to go more places. Some people don't have to travel as far. We're definitely going to Scotland this time. We got a load of shit last time for not going to Scotland. And we're going to try and go to Northern Ireland as well. So we will release those map placings, but it's going to be generally the same sort of format, same price, which is £44. We're going to do...
But we'll be more professional this time.
But we're going to be more professional.
And more venues, which will be, rather than having to travel 3 hours, you should be able to get there within...
I just said that. That's fine. Yeah. You can say your...
No, I've said it.
Yeah. And we're also going to do like the Q&A will be way more organised than it was last time.
Yeah.
And you can pre-order any merch for your collection. Because I know last time when people wanted to buy stuff, there was a bit of a queue.
Yeah.
We're going to have a proper ticketing system and it's going to be brilliant. And we really enjoyed that last time.
It was brilliant.
It was absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. So
very nervous at the beginning, and it got better and better as the week went on. So this one,
Yeah.
I'm super pumped for this. This
I'm
is
pumped.
it's going to be good. And look, we can't give away too much, but this Budget Bike Battle could be
the pinnacle.
the pinnacle. But I won't say, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a can of whoop ass.
Yeah. I mean, and have we said Boothy's definitely coming?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. So so Boothy is in.
Boothy is in, yes, which was another one of the questions here, but yeah.
And it may or may not be related to a stag event that
Yes.
may or not be happening
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah,
So
because he may or may not be getting married.
yeah,
We don't actually know
and we
yet.
may or may not dress him up and
Yeah.
make him do ridiculous,
Yeah.
embarrassing stuff.
Yeah.
Do you see that WhatsApp Rixie sent the other day, Jimmy Fetter? A guy on a stag do they went to Silverstone.
Oh, yeah,
Grand Prix,
got
and they made him wear a Just Stop Oil t-shirt. So he kept getting stopped by the police.
Oh, bloody brilliant.
That's the only thing that's made me smile about those fucking twats.
Fat One Winner says, beer or sausage? You can only pick one. A massive shout out to Boothy for getting back on the back track.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it's sausage.
Yeah, I'd go sausage as well. Because there's plenty of other booze that tickles my todger. Yeah.
And not as many meats that hit the spot like a sausage.
Per7284 says, also any news on the classic steeds you're building? I would love to see more of the S-Rad and ZX7R and of course on track. Also, what bikes does Chris currently have?
Well, I can start that first
Yes.
little bit with the ZX7R. Unfortunately, it has had the project's got through some treacly phases, but my mate Arthur has just finished cleaning the carbs, and apparently one of the jets wasn't even screwed in. Which is probably why it kept failing. So he's gone through that, and it's been a massive pain in the arse. So massive thank you to Arthur for that. So I'm going to pick those up. I've managed to find the rear axle now. So basically, what I'm going to do is put it all back together, exactly how it left James's about a year and a half ago, and then take it back to James's and go, please help me. What was the next bit? Kawasaki.
Oh well, the S-Rad. I mean, yeah, the S-Rad is it's nearly there. It needs a fuel pump putting back in, which we've got, and it's ready to go. So I haven't been rushing because obviously, I mean, if I could show you a picture, which you probably would have seen by now, of the 7R, it's yeah.
I went too deep. I
Wish I could go too deep.
And yeah, bikes, yeah, I kind of, it was that COVID insanity, wasn't it? It was like, oh, I'll have that. And now I haven't got any money. So now I'm slowly selling bit for bit. I would just like to keep the really good ones, like a couple of them, and get rid of the rest. So keep an eye out for sales. And in fact, if anyone wants an amazing K2 GSX R1000, it's like, you'll back me up on this.
Yes.
It's probably one of the best.
It's the cleanest I've ever seen.
It is ridiculous.
It's not quite concourse, but it's the closest thing to concourse I've seen.
Yeah, and it's only got 10,000 miles on it, which for a Gixxer that's 23 years old is nothing, is it?
I mean, it hasn't been clocked.
So yeah, again, hello at 44 teeth. But that bike is $5,500, which some people go, oh, that's expensive, but find another one.
Zorn, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, XAUN 3708. What was your favourite part of racing and why? Mine is getting back to the
Pits
motorhome.
Alive.
Pits Alive, yeah. That's my favourite. No, I as soon as the lights go out, that's my favourite bit, because all of the anxiety and like...
That's definitely the worst bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
The half an hour before the race, and then the rest.
The red flag person at the
Oh,
front
no,
of the grid.
yeah, no, that's all right. It's just a bit up before that. But yeah, as soon as the lights go out, that's it. Prime time. Let's go. Boom.
Prime
yours?
time. You should have that written on the back of your leathers. And like a fist.
Ow, prime time Fagan.
What's my favourite bit? Just all the podiums I've got and the wins.
Yeah. Rendell 98. With the content being of such high quality, I often wonder why your channel struggles to grow or pull in viewers that other similar channels do. What's your opinion on this? Simple.
Don't say fuck or bugger.
Yeah, well, we are not YouTube friendly. We're not family friendly, and we are definitely not YouTube friendly.
YouTube just doesn't like us.
No. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mean you can see it when they update their algorithms and stuff. It's like, oh, they've had enough. They've had enough views now, and they just turn it off, don't they?
Yeah, and this is another reason why
members are super important.
Members are super important. But also the cinema thing. You know, it's a difficult second album, but I'm positive it'll work again, because it will. But that really allowed us to show that you don't have to necessarily base your business on Google.
Yeah.
Don't get told off for saying that, but
no, but it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's people's livelihoods, it's people's families at stake. It's not just ours. It's a load of other content creators that for some reason aren't in YouTube's good books, and it's really difficult.
Yeah.
So it's fragile. Talk about like all your eggs in one basket. It's a very difficult place to be. So we are looking at alternative venues to go to, but there's nothing that is. It's a victim of its own success, YouTube. It is an excellent platform, but it comes with, you've got to suck some dick to perform. That is kind of like the situation. Like, you're a young kid, like an intern in a company, and you've got this big fat, CEO, and he's like, well, if you want to do well, son, get down there and
have a chew on it.
Gobble that wang. And contrary to perception, I don't like gobbling wang. Have you ever gobbled a wang? You put a dick in your mouth?
I know, I had a dream about one the other day, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I did as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it
Oh my
yours?
God, imagine if it was the same night. And we were like 69ing.
Mr. Aki, or Akai, 43. What famous people have you met, riders or non-riders? Can I start off?
Yep.
So, I was at Glastonbury and festival, and I found myself in this rather exclusive bar, shall we say? And it was bonkers. It was. I can't talk about it too much, but what I will say is, there was Princess Eugenie. Is that her name? Princess Eugenie. Skepta, Central C, Doctor Who. What's his name? Michael. No, before Tennant.
Like on the BBC.
Doctor Who. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a DJ.
No. They were just in this. We're in this backstage bit, and there was like 40 people, and we're all just in there, and then all these celebrities here, just like, what the hell? But yeah, that was nuts. I've met Valentina Rossi. That's my claim to fame.
Not many. I don't
Really?
know.
I thought being from like a Soho guy, you'd like, you know.
I can't remember.
Okay. Oh,
You? I met Al Fagan once.
Yeah, Valentina Rossi. Ron Smith, 6110. How weird is it when people randomly come over and want to talk to you? Looks like you basically shut the BSB paddock down on the vid the other day. Shout out, actually, good question that, because I know I mentioned it on the video, but the support and the amount of people we saw at Snetterton who bought a ticket just to come and see Boothie on the Friday and the Saturday. I mean, obviously race day is Sunday, but the amount of people that were there just to come and see Boothie, of course they're watching BSB as well, but it was amazing. Bit weird if you were hungover in Tesco's to have it. In fact, talking to Glastonbury, I apologise to every one of you guys that I met at Glastonbury. I either didn't or couldn't talk, which is quite.
You said you laid off everything.
I'm talking like previous years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you've done? Like I had to sign over back of a receipt in Gordano Services.
I did. I signed someone's bike once. I think I might have mentioned this on here.
Oh, what, the BMW thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, can you do something on my bike?" And I was like, "Yeah. What do you want?" He was like, "Anything you want." I was like, "What?" So I could draw like a dick on your bike. And he went, "Yeah, anything you want." So I was
You drew a
like,
spunking cock.
"You sure?" And I drew a spunking cock. Yeah. I'm yet to sign a woman's breasts, but I would quite like to do that with semen.
Here's a good one. Carl J2369. My question is, do you like cheese? And if yes, what is the best cheese? I'm a Stilton nutter. You like dick cheese, don't you, Chris?
What, cottage cheese?
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of cottage cheese.
God.
But generally, I've got a love-hate relationship with cheese. If it's on a pizza, no problem. If it's like a burnt, like a bit crispy, or coming out the edge of a toasty and then it's gone all brown. But if there's too much cheese in the toasty, doesn't matter if it's a cheddar, red Leicester, camembert, whatever, it makes me gag. It's a real fine line between this cheese is really nice to, oh my god, get it out of my mouth right now.
I'm a sucker for what do you call it? The soft one, camembert or brie. I do like that.
Yeah,
With
mould
some pickle.
can fuck off.
Huh?
Anything with mould can fuck off.
Oh no, I do like a Stilton. I like most cheeses.
I would hedge my bets and go a nutty Jarlsberg.
Should we move on?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's move on.
Okay. Thank you, members. We will get around to doing this, and we will get around to answering more of your questions when we do a live, which we'll be doing soon for you members. So if you want to sign up, get involved.
Oh, and I didn't mention this to you. So there's another little thing that we've been chatting about on the phone, back and forth, and we're trying to figure out how to make it work. But I reckon let's just say it and hope it works, which is shout-outs.
Shoutouts.
A bit like the members sort of thing. I know it sounds like we're here with the begging bowl. However, bear with us. Basically, there's a lot of you guys that run small businesses, or you want a bit of exposure, you want to do something, or even if you just want to have a shout-out for your mates. So a very low, reasonable price of around 100 quid, we're going to do some quick, little short shout-outs. And we'll probably have maybe 20 seconds over the whole of one of these videos. So it's not going to be full of these little things, but it's a way to get out there and show off your establishment or your friends in a toilet.
Yeah, it's like a what do they call it? What's that thing where celebrities read us?
Or like birthday cards.
Yeah.
On a little date, on a little morning, good morning thing.
Anyway,
like when you pay that guy to poo in a bread sandwich. And eat it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like that, and it may work something like, we'll give you an example. So we could be talking about, there was a funny thing that happened the other day, and then suddenly out of the blue,
Come on down to Gillian's Creamery.
And that's how it would work. And we just blip these little funny, humorous things in there. And also, if you are a large corporate with mega bank, then you could have a larger shout-out. But we prefer things on the slightly more humorous and random level. So again, hello@44teeth.com if you are interested in reaching... This video is going to get, at least 50,000 views, I'd have thought?
I'd say 60.
60? Okay. Depends what the thumbnail's like. We could put our nipples in it.
Yeah.
96% men. That's how I like it.
You do the maths. Should we talk about the R1 then, Chris?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, let's do it. Have we talked about it?
We talked about it, but we haven't talked about what we're going to do with the R1.
Oh, yes. Another thing.
Yes.
So this is pretty cool. We haven't quite figured this out yet.
No, we haven't figured it out, but the base...
Well, I was going to say, we're not very good at figuring stuff out. We need a CFO. If anyone wants a job, get in touch. So we've been looking at these general sort of raffle-y, competition-y, giveaway type things, a bit like our friends at Apex 66. And we want to do something with our R1 because that bike, I mean, by the time we've done with it, it's going to be a 30 grand bike, isn't it?
Oh, at least. Yeah.
So we need to figure out how to reclaim, how to get that off the books, and hopefully make one of you guys happy by owning it. So whether that's a raffle, Patreon, don't know how it works.
Yeah,
really.
some sort of a giveaway, raffle giveaway.
Yeah,
we haven't figured it out, but maybe drop us a comment.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Comment below on what you think is right, and then you can win this bike, and it's looking pretty sexy now.
I wish we could show you. I mean, by the time
we can. We'll just do a teaser. Fuck it.
Okay, very quick though.
Yeah.
Very quick though.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I think you'll agree that looks ruddy bloody delicious. Okay, we're at the end.
No, right. BSB, just quickly. BSB from Snetterton. Wow. It was so good.
Good racing.
Good racing. Tita Rabat. Spanish Steve. I mean, fair play. That was a very good ride. But what we really want to talk about, there's some breaking news right now, which is, again, it's a couple of days late for you guys. You've probably heard about it already. Sam Lowe's to World Superbikes on a Ducati V4R with the existing Mark VDS team. Sam wouldn't go unless it was some sort of factory help from, and Mark VDS have got lots of money, so I think it's a great move. I'd like to see him there. Another Brit, him and Alex on the grid. What's not to love about it? But also, again, as we speak, breaking news, rev limits have been announced. Ducati have dropped 250 RPM, and Kawasaki have been given another 250 RPM.
In World Supers.
In World Superbikes.
So now that Ducati's got to be, 1,000 RPM less than the road bike?
Yeah.
That you can go and buy?
Which is a bigger debate, isn't it, really? Because basically, it's putting manufacturers off building really good bikes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look, Ducati, the Desmo system, whatever else, there's no other manufacturer at the moment can get to those revs and that power without radical...
like inventing a Wankel engine.
Yeah. You just wanted to say that, didn't you?
Wankel.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're going to ride the Crichton.
The what?
The Crichton.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah, the Wankel.
Have a nice Wankel.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Edwards. Sorry, Hugh. We've all wanked off.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't do anything illegal.
No.
But I hate the BBC, so fuck them all.
Have we got time for some Get Your Rat Out, or should we...
No.
No?
No. I think we're way over.
What should we do? Should we do it? Let's do one.
I'll tell you what, let's do Rat of the Week.
Okay, let's do... Okay, good idea.
So welcome to Rat of the Week. Rat of the Week.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This comes in from Adam Spencer. I'm not sure where you're from, Adam, but this is from... Evening, gents. I just wanted to send you this little gem for your viewing pleasure. Comes off a BMW XR owners group. Would you believe going off the colour scheme? I mean...
It's the Rizzler XR.
It's the Rizzler XR, and then every other... I mean, what the fuck is that? What the fuck?
I mean, my initial reaction was like...
He's also got VR46 on his Rizzler leathers.
Yeah. I mean, my initial reaction was like, wow, what's going on there? But actually, if you took the stickers off and the yellow, it's kind of nice. And the blue.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of nice. But it doesn't have a random, like a horrible stubby bean can exhaust.
No, it doesn't.
It's got the pillion travel. It's got the bag. So It's interesting. I think it's because you're used to seeing Rizzler on a Suzuki. And
Yeah.
I think that's the bit that just blows my mind.
Yeah, I
is
mean-
it photoshopped?
No, he's got Rizzler leathers as well.
If he was, it's a bad photo as well. He needs to be in the sun, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our rat of the week.
We will do proper get your rat out next time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We've been dribbling on for 47 minutes now, so
Yeah, sorry.
thanks for watching.
We're not going to do masturbate. A real quick one.
Okay, we'll do a quick masturbate. Okay, go on. Welcome to Masturbate.
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 So this is a very quick one because we've run over today. So the masturbate this week is pink or brown.
I'm in the brown corner.
And I'm definitely in the pink corner.
I mean, I'm not fussed, but you're not really you're brown averse.
It worries me. There's so much uncertainty with brown and disease. I mean, granted, there's
options for that.
options of
Yeah.
disease depending on pink or brown. The brown just feels filthier.
Yeah,
Is that why you like it though?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think there's just an element of it's like a rather than just a sort of a basic orange juice. It's like a tropical. You know, it's like something a bit jazzy, a bit fancy, a bit
danger
a bit of danger. Yeah.
and humiliation.
It can get a bit messy, obviously. I mean, then again, the pink can as well. But brown it can get a little bit messy. Yeah. I mean, it's also. I mean, the brown is more exclusive. It's
like driving the wrong way down a one-way street, isn't it?
It's more exclusive. It's tighter.
Most
of the times.
Debatable.
I
mean, I've seen some videos which would make your eyes water.
And yeah, like I said, I think the big thing is that kind of like, I'll have a little coconut thing.
I mean, granted, there is definitely that. I'm doing it in your head.
First time.
Well, I can't wait. I'm doing it. I can't wait to tell my mates.